Hi everyone, my name is Shakirah Simley. I am the Executive Director for the Booker T. Washington Community Service Center here in San Francisco. I'm also a proud board member for CUESA, and I'm happy to welcome you warmly to Sunday Supper, one of my favorite fall celebrations of the year. CUESA is particularly special to me as a food justice advocate and activist. Living in San Francisco for the past 13 years, I remember my first weekend here, and it was at the Ferry Building. And I was freshly from New York, and I walked through the farmers market, and there were so many different types of produce I'd never seen before, from purple peppers to strawberries so late in the season, to different types of stone fruit, and I was completely blown away. I was like, what is this utopia? And then I also looked around and said, this should be for everyone. Everyone should know about this, and everyone should have access to good, clean, fair food. And everyone should know the faces and the hands behind this food. And that was a really important part of my journey within food justice. And I decided to join the movement and join CUESA to make sure that our educational programming and our connection to our BIPOC farmers and workers, and also all the inputs that go into making a fair and just food system was something I wanted to champion with my fellow board members and community members. And that has been over a 10-year journey. And there's so much more work we have to do as a community, especially in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. And I'm committed, and I hope you are too, to making sure that CUESA can still meet its mission to feeding and serving and nourishing the many parts of our food system. From bright-eyed New Yorkers like myself, to our farmers, to our chefs, to our kids in public schools, and families who we see every week at the market. Supporting local farmers has always been a value of mine. I, not just as someone who is proud to live here in California, I've also studied in Italy and been part of the slow food movement for many years. And we need to think, for me, farmers are the rock stars. Chefs are cool, but farmers, I feel like, are true heroes. And we need to do everything that we can in order to support and protect them. They are facing unprecedented challenges due to climate change, which is impacting access to water, which is impacting land management, and also the impact of wildfires. We also need to come to terms with our racial reckoning here in the country and our land debt owed to our Indigenous, Black, and BIPOC farmers, and making sure that they have everything that they need to feed us, as well as they always have. And I also think that farmers need us now more than ever because our supply chains have been completely disrupted given the pandemic. And the farmers market is the place where all of those things come together. And I hope you'll join me in making sure that we're creating a brighter future, not just for our amazing culinary food mecca here in San Francisco, but making sure that we're strengthening the ties to our rural communities as much as possible, and understanding that we are truly an ecosystem. And the one thing that I really learned in the pandemic, there's nothing for us without us. Like, we need each other. And the only way we're going to build a resilient food system is if we recognize and honor that interconnectedness that binds us.